Hello, hello, my amazing artists, and today we are going to be making diversity hearts. We're going to be testing out the new colors of the world given to us by Crayola. Here is our colors of the world buckets, and all these different new skin and hair and eye colors so that we can draw our friends and family from all over the world. We're going to be using hearts as our main shape today. So let's get started. First, you need a piece of paper. Now you can draw your hearts up and down like the way I showed you, or left to right. That's up to you. I think a heart shape fits better in the up and down. And remember, the first thing that we do on the back of our paper is write our name and class code. No name, no fame. All right, so let's get started here. For our starting shape, we can draw in pencil. And I'm going to show you a little heart trick right here for drawing. Let's zoom. Oop. I'm going to start by making myself 2 dots. If I have 2 dots, I know where the top and the bottom of my heart is. So I swing up and around, touch the bottom dot. Aha! Up and around, touch the bottom dot. Now I have my starting heart shape. I'm going to go into my colors of the world crayon box, and I'm going to pick out some colors for me to test out. Some colors of all different kinds of colors that are in here. Maybe 4 or 5 colors. Pretty good. Some of these colors are for greens for eyes or blues for eyes, and those are okay to use too. Let's see. Now when we use these crayons, we're going to be painting over them later on, as you probably saw in the example. So I want to make these lines nice and thick. Now the next step is I'm going to continue with my heart shapes, going around my first heart bigger and bigger. I really want to make those lines a little bit thicker too. If you would like, you can also jazz up your project with some designs and details. What I mean by that is maybe I want to add some lines coming in this section, right? Maybe for the next one I could add polka dots or wavy lines. We can really make these look amazing by doing that. All right, I'm going to continue my concentric heart shapes, and I'll be back in a minute to show you. Alright friends, so I have finished making my heart in crayon. I do notice that I might want to go over a few of these lines here to make them thicker before I paint. But if I have to go over them later, I guess I could. Something I did while I was working is I accidentally broke one of the crayons in half. I was pressing so hard I broke it in half. You know what? That's okay. That happens. I didn't break it on purpose, and that's alright. I actually think sometimes that these smaller crayons are easier to press hard on. So now I'm ready to use my skin-colored paint, which is very exciting because this is brand new to our art room this year. These are called tempera cakes. Not cakes like you're going to eat them, but tempera cakes. And you'll see that they're nice and wet because I've already started to use them on my example. But that's how you start to use them, is you put a little bit of water on them, just like watercolor paints. You always make sure that you have a paper towel handy when you're painting. You always need to make sure that you've got your water cup ready to go and your paintbrush. Remember, how do we hold a paintbrush? Like a pencil, on the gripper or on the metal, never on the back. Nope, nope, nope. Always up here. And we never smash the brush into the paper. We only paint with the tippy toes of the paintbrush, like it's a little ballerina, very lightly, like tickling the paper. All right, let's see. Now, this is going to do, when we paint over crayon, this is going to make something called watercolor, or crayon resist, wax resist. Because crayons are made out of wax, and they don't mix with water. So I can paint over the lines that I've made, and I can still see them. When I'm painting, I want to spread out that color. I want to spread it out so it's not making a soup or a puddle or a lake. And I want to try out the different colors that we have, because they're all so beautiful. Remember, I can paint a little bit fast because I've had a lot of practice, but I want you guys to take your time. Fill up your paper with all the paint, and it might look something like this when you're done. All right, boys and girls, I hope you're having fun using our brand new colors in the art room, and don't forget to put your project on the drying rack when you're done. All right, happy creating!